We're live from Nutting Gymnasium inside Hummel Fieldhouse for today's PAC split doubleheader here on the Bethany Broadcasting Network, streaming live on YouTube. Hello everyone and happy Valentine's Day to you all. Drivon Sayo here with you as we are moments away from the first of two games tonight where W&J takes on your Bison on the men's side. After this one, it'll be the women's basketball team for the Bison taking on the Geneva College Golden Tornadoes. This game ultimately being rescheduled first, hence why they got the opportunity to play in the early game. The visiting Presidents come into today with an overall record of 18-4, including a 13-2 record within the conference. W&J only trails Chatham in the conference standings as they make a push in this final week to ensure the tournament goes through them. Leading the way for the Presidents is the newest PAC Player of the Week, Nick Gearhart, along with Kyron Mitchell, who has two of those same weekly accolades from earlier in the season. In his 7th season behind the bench, head coach Ethan Stewart-Smith has seen a lot of recent success after rebuilding this program from scratch when he took over. Of course, the Presidents also having Michael Bigley be named as the conference's Rookie of the Week. I'll touch more on that here throughout the course of the game. As for the Bison, they entered today with a record of 2-15 overall, including 2-10 in the PAC. Bethany currently sits 9th in the conference as they look to end the season on a positive note, starting with tonight's contest. The Bison are led by senior DJ White, who made history Saturday afternoon by moving into 5th place all-time in program history with 290 career assists, as he surpassed Antonio Rudolph, who had 289 in his 4-year tenure from 2013 to 2017, along with sophomore Travis Zimmerman, who has continued to put in strong performance after strong performance as of late. Zimmerman led the green and white with 17 of 51 points against the Cougars Saturday afternoon in a game in which the Bison fell by a 32-point differential. Lucas Worrell is back in charge of the bench for Bethany tonight, along with assistant coach Brandon Thorson, as they look to force a season split with one of the top teams in the President's Athletic Conference. Jeff Visicki, our referee tonight. Umpires Josh White and Anthony Oviol here for this men's action. Presidents have made their way to the bench, the Bison doing so now. And with that, we'll send it downstairs for the playing of the national anthem. And when we come back, it's the official introduction of the starting lineups here from Hummel Fieldhouse. And we're back here for the introduction of tonight's starting lineups First for the visiting Presidents, it is the 5'11" sophomore guard from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Michael Bigley, along with the 6'3" sophomore freshman guard from Huntington, Pennsylvania, Nick Gearhart, 6'3" junior guard from Reading, Pennsylvania, Kyron Mitchell, the 6'3" sophomore guard from Coriopolis, Pennsylvania, Isaiah Langston, and the sophomore 6'2" guard from Bridgeport, West Virginia, J.R. Mazza. Of course, leading the Presidents tonight, Ethan Stewart Smith in his 7th season, Evan Benor in his 2nd season as an intern assistant coach, and Brandon Staley in his 3rd season as a volunteer assistant coach. So we take a look now at the Bethany lineup here tonight. The traditional 5 here for them, the 6'2" junior guard from St. Petersburg, Florida, Brendan Riggs, the 6'1" junior guard from Greensburg, Pennsylvania, Asa Klimchak, 6'1" senior guard from Portsmouth, Virginia, DJ White, 6'2" senior guard from Uniontown, Pennsylvania, Trent Uphold, and the 6'6" sophomore forward from Wheeling, West Virginia, Travis Zimmerman. Leading the way for the Bison tonight on the bench is Lucas Whirl in his 1st season as an associate head coach, along with assistant coach in his 1st season, Brandon Thorson. The head coach not in action tonight for the Bison, Mike Whirl, 1st season behind the Bison bench, but certainly not his first in terms of coaching, as he brings a large variety of experience to this Bison squad, 23 years in total for head coach Mike Whirl. Both sides have made their way out for the tip. It'll be Travis Zimmerman for the Bison, along with Nick Gearhart for the Presidents. Bethany in all white, green numbers and lettering, gold trim around. The Presidents all black with gray numbers and lettering. Presidents, of course, controlling the tip. We're underway here in the 1st half. See Coach Stuart Smith down on the Presidents bench, very vocal from the jump, as the Presidents continue to work the ball around, getting it into the hands of Michael Bigley. That was J.R. Mazza, thought about a left corner 3, but the Presidents continue to work it around with the shot clock in single digits. Gearhart jumper from the right side. That's short off the rim, and the Bison will grab it and look to strike first. It'll be DJ White bringing it over the timeline. A welcome back to Asa Klimchak here on Bethany territory. He missed the last home game. Riggs, left wing 3, overshot. That's into the hands of Bigley. And both sides come up empty in their opening possession as there's a scramble for it inside the paint. The last touching off of Travis Zimmerman and over the baseline, so it'll be a President's inbound. Mitchell getting it into his teammate, that's Langston. Right corner 3. That was out of the hands of Mazza, and after a scramble for it, the Bison able to come up with the defensive rebound. DJ White looking for an option, finding the hands of Trent Uphold. This Bison offense 9th in the conference. They average just under 64 points per game. Asa Klimchak trying to spin away from Michael Bigley before throwing his pass out of bounds. Travis Zimmerman was the intended receiver on that one, but just well out of his reach. No score here through the first minute 25 rather. Now minute 30 as Michael Bigley operates the President's offense. Kyron Mitchell spinning his way through the paint. And now it'll be a turnover there against the Presidents, much to the frustration of the W&J coaching staff. So we'll see Asa Klimchak inbounding on the near side, getting it into the hands of Riggs. He'll quickly heave that one into Travis Zimmerman, but his pass well high. So the turnover not affecting the Presidents too much in terms of points, possibly going up on the board against them. Gearhart laying it off into the hands of Bigley. Kyron Mitchell able to bring that one in, working against Zimmerman. Shot from Mitchell, rolls around, but Kyron Mitchell will draw a foul and head to the line for 2. A foul going against Zimmerman, that's his first. So far on the season, Mitchell shooting just under 62% at the free throw line, 84 for 136, as he sinks attempt number 1 for the first score of the game. Minute 52 seconds into this first half. And now Kyron Mitchell, the captain of this President's basketball team, gets it to go on attempt number 2. And now the Bison will look for a response as Riggs will inbound to Klimchak, and the Presidents turn to a bit of a 3-2 umbrella full court press. Uphold working inside, pivoting off of his left foot. Now his pass intercepted by Gearhart. Gearhart going the opposite way. Strong enough defense from DJ White to knock Gearhart off of his mark. And the Bison go back the other way. Left wing 3 for Klimchak, and he hits it. Asa Klimchak back from the left wing, and the Bison lead by a point with 2:25 gone here in the first half. Bigley finding the hands of Gearhart. This President's offense first in the conference, 88.5 points per game, as they feed it down low into the hands of Langston. 20-foot jumper for Bigley. That's off the rim, tipped up into the air by Langston, and Uphold able to grab it for the home side. DJ White finding Klimchak, left wing 3 once again. Perfect! Asa Klimchak makes it 6, and the Bison ahead by 4. 3 minutes gone here in the opening 20. Michael Bigley, the PAC Rookie of the Week, finding Gearhart, right corner 3. That shot off the back rim. DJ White able to bring it down, and now quickly heave it to Travis Zimmerman, who's wide open, and Zimmerman will say thank you very much and just lay it into the basket. The Bison ahead by 6 with 16:37 to play in the first half. See Coach Stuart Smith sending 2 subs up to the score table. That'll be Dirk Daniels along with Caden DeVito. And now Travis Zimmerman called for his second foul. Logan Wright checking in for the Bison. In addition to DeVito and Daniels, we also see Okikiola Agbale along with Beckett Connolly. Kyron Mitchell, the only starter for the Presidents, staying out onto the court. Of course, in talking about Bigley, poured in a collegiate high 26 points in the 111-103 win against Geneva. Game took place on Saturday. Asa Klimchak getting some instructions from Lucas Worrell before this President inbound. Mitchell getting it into the hands of Daniels. Rather, that's DeVito. Now DeVito feeding it inside to Mitchell. Underhand pass to Agbale. Turnaround jumper for Okikiola Agbale gets him on the board, and the President's back within 4. They turn to a full court press. The Bison almost able to break it, but not before Kyron Mitchell is called for the foul against Brendan Riggs. That'll be his first. Of course, the other weekly accolade for the Presidents going to Nick Gearhart. He averaged 23 points and 3.5 rebounds per game last week, in which W&J got 2 conference wins. As it's DJ White just inside the 3-point line in the left corner, right wing 3 for Riggs. That's off the back iron. Uphold able to bring it down, and the Bison will get a fresh 20. It's DJ White at the left wing. He'll drive inside, kick out to Uphold. The Bison moving the ball around. Logan Wright in front of the President's bench. Shot clock single digits. 0.3 for Klimchak. That's off the back rim. Riggs able to get a hand to it. Tried to save it by the end of the President's bench, but could not. And so W&J will take over possession with 15:26 to play in the first half. DeVito bringing it into the front court for the Presidents. Pass intercepted by DJ White, ripping it away from Okikiola Agbale. DJ White getting a pick there from Logan Wright. And now Riggs at the right wing, feeding into Wright. Spin around jumper, that's off the rim. And now Kyron Mitchell pushing it forward for W&J. Finding DeVito, right corner 3, that's off the back iron. Scramble for it, brought down into the hands of Daniels. Fresh 20 for W&J. Feed inside to Mitchell. Logan Wright will be called for the foul. And it'll send Kyron Mitchell back to the free throw line for 2. Mitchell perfect 2 for 2 so far this game as he has the first attempt deflect off the front rim. Julian McGee checking into the game for Bethany in place of Brendan Riggs. Second attempt for Mitchell. He tacks on the consolation prize. Presidents within 3. And Mitchell leads his side with 3. McGee with the long inbound to Uphold. Gets the ball over the midcourt line. And now Asa Klimchak slowing things down in front of the score table. Klimchak spinning into the paint, free throw line jumper. In and out, brought down into the hands of Dirk Daniels, the sophomore from Phillipsburg, New Jersey. Daniels driving inside. Strong defense from Logan Wright as it's tipped up into the air, and Klimchak will heave it forward to DJ White. White trying to drive inside. That foul will go against Caden DeVito. That'll be his first. And it'll send DJ White to the free throw line for the first time tonight as the Bison look to extend their lead. DJ White shooting 71% at the free throw line so far on the season as his first attempt deflects off the back iron. See Nishan Brown check into the game for Asa Klimchak. Second attempt up for DJ White. That's short off the front rim. So DJ White will be blanked as Kyron Mitchell feeds that one into the hands of DeVito. DeVito right wing 3. That's off the back iron, brought down by McGee. Of course, DeVito dealt with a lot of contact there, but officials letting this one play on. Logan Wright at the left wing. White will look for an option, finding McGee on the near side. Nishan Brown working along the baseline against DeVito. Step back jumper for Nishan Brown. That's short off the front rim, brought down by Kyron Mitchell. He'll bring it over the timeline, looking to go coast to coast. Gets his shot up short. Second attempt off the mark for Kyron Mitchell, and he'll draw a foul for the third time here in the first half. That one going against DJ White. That's his first. First shot up for Mitchell, rolls around and falls through. That'll give Kyron Mitchell his 4th point so far here in the opening 6:23. Second attempt for Mitchell, perfect. W&J back within 1 with 13:37 to play in the first half. Nishan Brown moving along the baseline will get it into Trent Uphold. Uphold driving forward on the near side will then circle back as the Bison look to slow things down and run the offense. DJ White driving inside will now circle back to look for an option. McGee working against Agbele. Shot clock down to 7. Nishan Brown at the free throw line. Step back jumper. That's off the rim, brought down by Mitchell. Kyron Mitchell doing a strong job so far early in the first half, getting it off the glass defensively for the visitors. As Connolly will feed inside to Mitchell. Baseline pass into the hands of Daniels. Rather, that's DeVito. That foul going against Logan Wright. That's his second. And I stand corrected the first time. It was Dirk Daniels. He'll head to the line for 2 as we see W&J make a handful of subs, getting some of the starters back into this one. See Brendan Riggs check in for Trent Uphold along with Asa Klimchak in for Logan Wright. So far on the season, Daniels shooting 2 ticks under 49% at the free throw line, 20 for 41. Shot up for Daniels, that's off the back iron. Daniels able to bring it down after the tip, and W&J will get a fresh 20 as J.R. Mazza moves it back up to the point. And now Bigley finding Gearhart. Mazza right wing 3, and he's perfect. J.R. Mazza's first 3 on the night. and W&J leads by 4. 12.5 to go in the first half. DJ White finding Brendan Riggs, right wing 3. That's short. That'll deflect out of play, and possession will be for W&J, as we see Isaiah Langston check into the game for Dirk Daniels. Alexander Skowron into the game for the Presidents, one of the subs made by Ethan Stewart-Smith, head coach of the Presidents. Bethany will get the ball back, but Skowron, of course, his sister Jules Skowron, a graduate student at Chatham. DJ White, left-hand layup off the glass and through. White's first 2 points on the night, getting the Bison back within 2. Bethany's women's basketball team seeing a lot of Jules Skowron Saturday afternoon, and now the Bethany men's side getting to see the other sibling here in the President's Athletic Conference, as the shot from Mazza in the left corner was off the mark, and DJ White will drive into the perimeter. Klimchak thought about a left wing 3, drives inside. Nice pass into the hands of Julian McGee. 11:25 to play here in the first half. Bison trailing by 2, 12-10. So far, a very low-scoring game, as White will get the pick from Nishan Brown. Right corner 3 for McGee. That's off the rim, brought down into the hands of Bigley. Bigley bringing it into the front court for the visiting Presidents, looking to go coast to coast. Left-hand layup short off the rim, brought down by DJ White. See DJ White talking to his coaching staff there on the bench. For Klimchak feeds the ball inside to him once again. Gearhart knocking it away, but DJ White able to maintain possession as he'll find Nishan Brown at the point. Brown driving inside, right-hand shot short, brought down by Skowron. Gearhart driving into the paint for the Presidents. His shot up off the glass, deflects off the front rim and falls through. The Presidents ahead by 4. And now Lucas Worrell for the Bison calling a full timeout with 10:32 to play here in the first half. You could see the Bison were struggling a bit in terms of their breath. This one giving the Bison an opportunity to regroup and focus here. We see Coach Worrell with the drawing board, talking things through for now, but has the marker in hand as he looks to be set to draw something up here very soon in a matter of seconds. As for the President's bench, see Ethan Stewart-Smith just kind of talking things over with his side. Went to the bench early after the Bison got a lead, and his subs off the bench made a difference here in this one, getting the Presidents back within striking distance, and then his starters ultimately able to get the second place team here in the President's Athletic Conference back up top. W&J with 4 bench points, and those 4 ultimately deciding this one here so far through the first 9:28. As W&J has every member of their side in the Bison backcourt. Riggs will heave that one into Uphold. Riggs looked like he was possibly looking for an early audition for the football team. See Asa Klimchak at the point calling out the plays. He'll get it to Julian McGee. Baseline drive for McGee. His shot off the mark, but a foul against the Presidents. That'll send McGee to the line for a pair. It's a blocking foul against J.R. Mazza. That's his first. And so far on this season, McGee shooting 50% at the free throw line. First attempt off the back iron from McGee as he looks for his first point now in this one. Second attempt up for McGee, and it's perfect. Transfer from Malone gets the Bison back within 3. Bigley finding the hands of Mazza at the left wing. Gearhart thought about that right wing 3, instead lays it off into Bigley's hands. 18-foot jumper, that's off the back rim, brought down by Mazza. Now left wing three for Bigley. That's short off the front rim. Skowron able to grab it off the rim. Put back attempt for Skowron. That'll be into the hands of McGee. And miscommunication between Uphold and McGee. Sees that one go out over the baseline. And so W&J will get the ball right back. Mazza feeding that one inside to Gearhart. His jumper through the rim. That'll give Gearhart 4. W&J back within 5 as they force another turnover. Gearhart driving inside once again. Has it stripped away by Nishan Brown. But it'll send Gearhart to the line for 2 as he was trying to transfer it to his right hand to get it up to the rim. It's a blocking foul against Trent Uphold. That's his first. DJ White checking in for Julian McGee, rather. That foul occurring on the floor with 9:35 to play. So Presidents will inbound, getting it into the hands of Gearhart. Nice ball movement there from the Presidents, getting it to Alexander Skowron, his first 2 of the night. And W&J turn into a full court press once again. 4-1 press as DJ White will lob it into the hands of Klimchak. Klimchak driving inside, and Asa Klimchak will draw a foul. That'll go against Skowron, and that's his first. Klimchak going to the line for the first time tonight on the season, shooting 71%. First attempt for Klimchak, short off the front rim. And now Klimchak will look for consolation prize here in this one. Second attempt, perfect. It'll give Klimchak 7 points as he leads all scorers here in this contest. Bison trailing by 6. Bigley feeding it inside to Langston. Left wing 3 out of the hands of Mazza. That's off the back iron. Put back attempt for Gearhart, off the window and through, as Nick Gearhart takes over in terms of the President's leading scorer with 6. DJ White wide open in the front court as Klimchak found his hands. Riggs thought about a left corner 3, instead plays it cross court to Nishan Brown. And now the Bison work to move the ball around. Step back jumper for DJ White, short off the front rim. Scramble for it, brought down by Bigley. Nice bit of skill there from Bigley, separating himself from Nishan Brown. Looking to spin away from Klimchak, gets it into the hands of Mazza. Skowron working in the low post. His turnaround shot off the front rim. And Trent Uphold unable to save that one from carrying over the baseline. As Kyron Mitchell checks back into the game for W&J. Hunter Davis into the game for the Bison. Mitchell tasked with the inbound, getting it into the hands of Langston. Jumper for Langston, off the window and through. Langston's first 2 points. W&J ahead by 10. And now it'll be a timeout called by W&J. That'll be their first timeout called of the contest with 8:25 to play. So we talked about the last timeout for the Presidents Saturday afternoon. It was a thrilling 111-103 win at Geneva. Michael Bigley, of course, leading the way, 26 points. It was a career high for him. 5 Presidents in double-digit figures, and it was their highest point total since 2004. W&J shooting a very impressive 60% on field goal attempts, including 37.5 from outside the arc. As for the Bison, Saturday afternoon game against Chatham, mentioned in the pregame, Travis Zimmerman leading the way with 17 points, also brought in 6 rebounds. This time it was Chatham shooting an impressive 46.9 from the field and 37.5 from deep. As Bethany looks to finish this season on a positive note in terms of these last 3 games. Of course, the Bison, as things stand, more than likely playing in the play-in games Monday night. Next week for the President's Athletic Conference, Riggs heaving that one into DJ White, and DJ White's layup off the glass gives him 4. Gearhart slowing it down, finding Bigley. Feed inside to Langston. His left-hand layup off the glass and through. That'll give Langston 4. Riggs going long again. DJ White able to save it. And the Bison replicate the same exact play 2 possessions in a row. Mitchell working at the free throw line. Baseline drive for Bigley. Kicks it back out to Mazza. And now the Presidents working the ball around as they feed Mitchell inside. Kicked out to Gearhart, left wing 3, and he's perfect. Nick Gearhart with 9 points. Now taking the lead in terms of all scorers. Mentioned the Bison playing in that play-in game Monday night next week for the playoffs as Klimchak hits a left wing 3 off the back iron. Still undecided yet if it'll be here inside Hummel Fieldhouse or on the road. Bigley dipping and dodging his way through the Bison, unable to come up with anything as Uphold drives inside. His shot off the rim, and it's back and forth we go here inside Hummel Fieldhouse. Feed inside to Mitchell, wide open, off the glass and through. That'll give Kyron Mitchell 7 points. And now it'll be a 30-second timeout called by the Bison. Bethany trailing by 13, 7:02 to play. See Coach Lucas Worrell immediately going to the drawing board looking to draw something up. As for the Presidents, circled around Ethan Stewart-Smith and Evan Benor, along with Brandon Staley there too, but you know Coach Stewart-Smith is going to be talking about those 2 long balls that Riggs was able to get into DJ White. Riggs will inbound here for the Bison. Look for an option. Klimchak taking his place on the baseline. He'll get it in this time to DJ White. Feed into Uphold. Uphold ducking his way around Mazza and able to get the shot up for 2. Trent Uphold's first 2 of the night. Gearhart finding Mazza. Feed inside to Kyron Mitchell. Right corner 3 for Gearhart. Perfect. That gives Gearhart 12. And now W&J ahead by 14 as they start to pull away. Klimchak driving inside, left-hand layup for Logan Wright. Off the window and through. That gives Wright his first 2. And the Bison trail by 12, 6.5 to play. Gearhart finding Mitchell, kick back out to Mazza, right wing 3, in and out, brought down by Logan Wright. He'll toss that one into DJ White's hands as he fell to the floor. White will find Klimchak at the right wing. Right now in the left corner as the Bison work the ball around the arc. Cross-court feed to Riggs, right wing 3. That's well short. Tipped off with the hands of Wright, brought down by Mitchell. He'll push the opposite way, finding Gearhart at the left wing. President's offense, first in the conference in field goal percentage, just over 47%. Gearhart layup with the right hand off the glass and through, 14 for Gearhart. And it's a 14-point President lead. Logan Wright will find a wide open Trent Uphold. Uphold shot off the glass is perfect. Uphold will double his point total. The Bison within 12, 5:25 to play. Right wing 3 for Gearhart off the back iron, scramble for it. Mazza able to get a hand to it, but no possession. And now brought down by Uphold as Klimchak runs into trouble. Cross-court feed into the hands of DJ White. And now he'll slow things down and wait for an option. Right corner 3 for Riggs. Perfect! Brendan Riggs getting on the board for the first time tonight. Pulls the Bison within 9, 5 minutes to play in the first half. DeVito finding the hands of Mitchell wide open down low as Dirk Daniels. His layup off the glass and in. It'll give Daniels his first 2 of the night as W&J continues to go with a full court press. Klimchak breaking it on the near side. He'll drive into the paint. Klimchak having it knocked away from him, but last touching off of Caden DeVito. So possession will stay with the Bison as Jules McGee and Deshaun Brown check into the game for Brendan Riggs. Trent Uphold. As for the Presidents, Dirk Daniels out of the game. We'll see Michael Bigley check in for J.R. Mazza. It was for W&J, it was Isaiah Langston in for Daniels. That shot from Klimchak short off the front rim. Bigley finding DeVito, now getting the ball right back. Feed inside to Mitchell. Underneath is Gearhart, reverse layup short, brought down by DJ White. And now DJ White will draw a foul against Gearhart. That'll be his first. Deshaun Brown sets inbound. He'll find McGee. McGee getting it to Klimchak as the Bison continue to operate with the long ball. Not very often you see these types of long passes as Klimchak drives inside, and a nice piece of skill there for Klimchak to give himself a total of 9, and the Bison trail by 9 with 4 minutes to play in the first. Gearhart, right wing three, that's off the back iron, scramble for it. And now it'll be a foul called against Caden DeVito. That'll be DeVito's second foul. Deshaun Brown able to draw it for the green and white. Brown looking for the inbound, getting it into the hands of McGee. Deshaun Brown looking to gain separation here. Needing to get it over the timeline. Does, but into the hands of Kyron Mitchell, and his pass well off the mark, trying to find DeVito. So the Bison will get the ball back in a fresh 30. As W&J couldn't capitalize on the turnover, ultimately committing one themselves. As Deshaun Brown will heave it into Logan Wright. Right underneath pass to DJ White. And DJ White will slow things up for the Bison. It's Klimchak at the point. Bethany last in the conference, shooting 38.7 from the field as Klimchak drives inside. Right-hand shot off the glass, brought down by Klimchak himself. Put-back attempt blocked into the hands of Kyron Mitchell. And now the President's catching the Bison in transition. Gearhart baseline feed. Nice block there from Deshaun Brown, trying to get it to Isaiah Langston. And now the long ball into DJ White, finding Logan Wright, and Logan Wright's layup off the glass and through. That'll give Wright 4. Bethany back within 7, less than 3 to play in the first half. Feed inside to Mitchell, looking to spin away from Wright, and now travel called against Kyron Mitchell. J.R. Mazza checking back into the game for Caden DeVito. Coach Stuart Smith looking for an explanation there that time. Our umpire 1, Josh White, talking to Coach Stuart Smith as Deshaun Brown gets the inbound to Logan Wright. And the Bison will have plenty of time as they got it over the timeline with 27 seconds to play in terms of time on the shot clock. Logan Wright set up the pick for Asa Klimchak, but instead drills a 3 from the point. Asa Klimchak with 12, and the Bison back within 4. Good run of form here for Bethany, has gotten themselves into this one. Just a 2-score game. Feed inside to Langston. Kick back out, pass tipped by Klimchak, and now a feed into Kyron Mitchell. Kyron Mitchell will draw a foul, trying to get the shot up. It'll be against Logan Wright, that's his 3rd. And now Trent Uphold will check into the game for Logan Wright. Kyron Mitchell so far in this one, 5 for 6 already at the charity stripe. Was the 7th foul against Bethany, so the President's into the bonus now. 8th point up and good for the captain of the President's, Kyron Mitchell, product of Berks Catholic High School. So he'll look to complete the double. In and out, brought down into the hands of Deshaun Brown. 2:05 to play, Bethany trailing by 5. McGee laying that one off into the hands of Klimchak. Step back jumper for Asa Klimchak, in and out, brought down by Kyron Mitchell, and back go the Presidents. Mitchell will cycle back, find Gearhart at the point. Wide open three, short off the front rim, brought down by Mitchell. Toss up for it in the paint, controlled by W&J. Step back jumper from the left side. That's off the rim, brought down by DJ White. That was out of the hands of Michael Bigley, product of Seton LaSalle High School in Pittsburgh. 90 seconds to play here in the first half. Just a two-score game. The Bison trailing by 5. You see Trent Uphold calling for Klimchak to drive towards him. McGee left corner three. That's short off the rim, brought down by Mitchell. Mitchell driving into the paint, kicking that one out into the hands of Mazza. Left corner three, rolls around and falls through. J.R. Mazza with 6. W&J ahead by 8, 40-32. McGee's pass tipped by Bigley on the near side and out of play. Klimchak looking for an option on the inbound, gets it to Nishawn Brown. Cross court feed to Klimchak, able to keep it in play just barely. DJ White at the left wing, finding Klimchak at the point for three. Rolls around, but gets it to go. Asa Klimchak with a team-leading 15, and the Bison back with a 5. Mazza moving to the right wing, feeding it into Mitchell. Inside the Langston in the low post. Kick back out to Mazza with the hand of Mitchell as an aid. Gearhart jumper, short off the rim. Scramble for it, ripped away by DJ White, and he'll heave it up to Julian McGee. Shot clock off for Bethany. McGee will recognize that, slow things up as Uphold did the same just before hitting that left wing three, not looking to give W&J the ball back. Down to single digits here in terms of the seconds on the clock. DJ White driving inside with the pick. Will lay it back out to Uphold for three at the point, and Trent Uphold will draw the foul. He'll head to the line for three. That'll go against Kyron Mitchell. That's his second. Uphold getting his first free throws in this one so far on the season. 50%, just 2 for 4. First shot up for Uphold, off the rim. Uphold with the completion of these 2 free throws would get Bethany back within 1. And gets the second attempt to go. It gives Uphold 5. See Asa Klimchak having a quick word with our referee, Jeff Visicki. Third attempt for Uphold, off the back iron and through. Gives Uphold 6. W&J looking for a quick option. Hail Mary attempt for Kyron Mitchell. That's off the glass and dropping down into the paint. That's how things wrap up here in the opening 20. W&J ahead 40-37 in a game that has been back and forth. Bethany with the early advantage. W&J clawed their way back, took the lead, extended that lead, and then towards the end of the half, it was the Bison who ultimately saw things work out for the better for them. We'll step aside here for about 12 minutes, and when we come back, coverage of the second half here on PAC Men's Basketball live from Hummel Fieldhouse. We're back here inside Hummel Fieldhouse for coverage of the second half in this PAC men's basketball contest. The Bison trailing the Presidents by a score of 40-37 as we take you through some of the halftime stats. As things stand currently, Asa Klimchak leading all scorers with 15 points, 5 of 12 from the field, including 4 of 7 from behind the arc. Right behind him is Nick Gearhart with 14. Gearhart, 6 of 14 from the field, 2 of 6 from deep. As the Presidents as a whole shooting just over 36.5% in terms of field goal percentage, 26.7 from outside the perimeter, and 6 of 9 at the free throw line. As for Bethany, an impressive 42.4 in terms of field goals, 35.7 from 3, and just 4 of 9 at the free throw line. Something that continues to really haunt the Bison. And if this second half is going to be as close as the first half was, Bethany certainly needing to get that back on to their side. Of course, W&J having 5 turnovers, the Bison also with 5. Bethany producing 5 points off of those turnovers compared to just 4 for W&J. The Presidents led the Bison in the paint, 22-18, an impressive 14-0 on second chance points. But the home-standing Bison took the edge on fast break points, 11-9. And W&J once again in the lead in terms of bench points, 8-5. At just over a minute here in halftime before the two sides go back at it. Really for the Bison, it's just a matter of cleaning up the second chance points, limiting those second opportunities, and getting to convert their chances at the free throw line. For W&J, got to find a way to eliminate that long ball that haunted them a few times there in the first half, and ultimately just continue to run with what they have as they look to grab it off the glass as much as they can and continue to create those second chances. Presidents back out onto the court first. Bison following them as I speak. Bison will be moving from right to left on your screen. The Presidents moving in the reverse, right to left, opposite of what both sides did in the opening 20. Uphold inbounding to DJ White. We're back underway here in the second half. DJ White will operate on the left wing. Gets it to Uphold, left corner 3 for Uphold. Perfect! Trent Uphold extends his point total to 9, knotted up at 18 seconds into the second half. Bigley feeding it into Mitchell, underneath pass to Langston. His layup off the glass and through gives himself 6, and W&J reestablishes their lead as they turn to a full court press, but the Bison will break it with the cross-court pass. Klimchak has it knocked away from him. Mitchell driving the opposite way, lays it off into the hands of Mazza, left wing 3, in and out, brought down by Zimmerman using his size to his advantage. 50 seconds in, 5th possession of the second half already. DJ White will get a nice pick there from Travis Zimmerman. That foul will go against Isaiah Langston, that's his first. Brandon Thorson provides some instructions to Asa Klimchak before this inbound set to occur on the near side. DJ White operating at the left wing, getting the pick again from Zimmerman, now feeding him inside. Right hand layup just short. And now the Presidents moving back the opposite way, feed inside to Langston, laying that one off to Bigley. Shot blocked by Travis Zimmerman, as the shot from Bigley was just well too short. Klimchak with a nice bit of skill, spinning away from Bigley, kicking it out to Riggs in the right corner. Bethany slowing it down. DJ White moved to the right wing. White cross-court feed to Riggs, left wing three. That's off the rim. Scramble for it, brought down by Mitchell. 18:20 to go here in regulation. As Gearhart drives inside, cross-court feed to Mazza, left corner three, off the rim, brought down by Uphold. And now Trent Uphold will draw a foul. That'll go against Langston. That's his second. 2 fouls here early on in the second half for Langston. Now, Riggs will go for the long ball again. DJ White able to save it with the pass to Uphold. A long ball working to the Bison favor that time. Cross-court feed to Uphold in the left corner near side. Pitches it out to Riggs. Baseline drive. Now a cross-court feed to DJ White. He'll drive inside, and DJ White will be called for a charge. That'll be his second. DJ White quickly calling out that it was his charge, as our officiating crew, it was our umpire one, Josh White, had originally reported it to the score table against Travis Zimmerman, but DJ White showing his leadership, taking one, knowing that Zimmerman was already on 2 fouls. Feed inside to Mitchell. Trying to get it to Langston, and DJ White will grab it. He'll be tripped up in the process. And now, despite being on the ground, DJ White will be called for the travel. He pounds the court in frustration. Mitchell will get it into Mazza. Left wing three for Gearhart. Perfect. It'll give Gearhart 17, and the Presidents ahead by 5. 17-18 to play here in this regulation. Trent Uphold running into some pressure, getting it to Klimchak. 3-on-2 the other way for the Bison. Roll around shot for Klimchak off the side of the rim, and now Gearhart pushing forward quickly. Left corner three for Mazza, off the rim, scramble for it. Tipped off the hand of Gearhart, and now possession will stay with the Bison. Coming up, we've got the women's action as they host the Geneva College Golden Tornadoes. Riggs finding DJ White. He'll drive the opposite way. Shot for DJ White. Rolls around, can't get it to go. And now Mazza will look for an option, but has it stripped from him by DJ White. Wide open. DJ White will just lay that one in and say thank you very much. He tacks on 2 more to give himself 8. The Bison back within 3. Bigley operating the President's offense on this possession. He works with the ball at the point, now feeding inside to Mitchell at the high post. Mitchell shot off the glass and rim, brought down by DJ White. And now White will heave it long into the hands of Klimchak, left wing three. Perfect! Asa Klimchak, 18 points. With 16-13 to play. And the Bison have knotted this one up, 45-45. And now Trent Uphold able to intercept the pass. Uphold will push it over the timeline. Baseline drive for Uphold, looking for an option. He'll lay it off to Klimchak, but has his pass intercepted by Bigley. And back go W&J, but not before Brendan Riggs is called for a foul against Gearhart. Rather, that's Bigley. We'll see Nishan Brown, Logan Wright check into the game for Bethany. As for W&J, it'll be Dirk Daniels, Caden DeVito. Mazza and Langston out for W&J. White and Uphold out for Bethany. Feed inside to Mitchell, knocked away. President's able to keep possession. Bigley will lay it out to Gearhart at the left wing for 3. In and out, brought down by Zimmerman. 45-45, 15-35 to play in regulation. Deshaun Brown will step back outside the arc at the point. Klimchak getting the pick from Travis Zimmerman. Left wing three for Klimchak off the rim. Scramble for it. Finally controlled in the paint there by DeVito. Product of Cornell High School as he'll look to go coast to coast. And DeVito gets it to fall for his first 2 points. Now we see Okikiola Agbele check into the game for W&J. Bigley will head to the bench. as Ag Ballet will stay back to guard Zimmerman. Coach Stuart Smith taking the long ball out of the equation for the Bison. Left wing three for Logan Wright. Perfect! Logan Wright with 7. And the Bison ahead, 48-47. DeVito finding Gearhart on the near side, feeding it into Mitchell. Back out to Gearhart. Mitchell driving inside the paint. His shot off the mark. Mitchell grabbing his own rebound. And now Mitchell will be able to draw a foul. Shot ruled out. That foul going against Nishan Brown. That's just his first. Talked before the second half started about the Bison limiting second chance opportunities, and that's an opportunity right there for the Bison to do just that. Gearhart, right corner three, off the rim, brought down by Zimmerman. Riggs will push it forward over the timeline on the far side. Bethany ahead by 1, 14:38 to play in regulation. As Klimchak gets the ball at the point, slows it down with the pick from Zimmerman. Klimchak trying to spin away from Ag Ballet, but Ag Ballet called with the foul. That'll be his first. It's a baseline inbound for the Bison with the foul against Ag Ballet on the floor. Riggs quickly getting it into Nishan Brown. Klimchak at the point. Back out to Riggs. Left wing three. Short off the rim. Brought down into the hands of Daniels. He'll push it forward, finding DeVito, going back to Kyron Mitchell. Kyron Mitchell will draw a foul. He's going to the basket. He'll head to the line for 2. Foul against Brendan Riggs. That's his second. Kyron Mitchell with 8 points on the night. First attempt up for Mitchell off the back iron. Six for 9 so far tonight for Mitchell at the charity stripe. Looking for a consolation prize to knot it up at 48. He takes a pair of hops off the rim and gets it to go. So we see J.R. Mazza check back into the game, this time for Nick Gearhart. Riggs will look for an option off of the inbound. Getting it in just in time to Klimchak on the far side. Klimchak spinning away, finding Zimmerman right corner. Nishan Brown, left wing three. That's off the front rim. Scramble for it. Logan Wright getting a hand in, knocking it away from DeVito. Presidents will take over on possession as Logan Wright was trying to plead his case. 14 minutes to play in regulation. Knotted up at 48 apiece. J.R. Mazza at the right wing, going back to Daniels. DeVito feeding that one into Ag Ballet, going back out to DeVito. He'll step inside, kick it to Mazza in the right corner. There's J.R. Mazza in the right corner before play stopped. It's a foul against Logan Wright, making too much contact that time. That's Wright's fourth. As we'll see DJ White, Julian McGee check into the game for Asa Klimchak and Logan Wright. This game, depending upon the result, could potentially shake up the conference as Mazza, right corner three, drills it. Gives Mazza 9, all 9 points from outside the arc. W&J back up by 3. Riggs will find Brown. He'll bring it over the timeline. Nishan Brown drawing contact, no foul, and Nishan Brown will drive to the basket. As of now, things stand. Nishan Brown's first 2 points. And now Coach Stuart Smith looking for an explanation as to why Nishan Brown wasn't called for a charge. Getting that explanation now from a referee, Jeff Visicki. Ag Ballet down along the baseline. DeVito feeding it inside to Mitchell, running out of options. Baseline drive for Daniels, now finding Mitchell. His layup off the glass and through. Kyron Mitchell will tack on 2 more to get himself in double digits. Riggs quick inbound to Nishan Brown. 12:58 to play. Presidents ahead by 3, 53-50. DJ White getting the pick there from Zimmerman, finding Nishan Brown left wing. McGee, right wing three, perfect! Julian McGee getting his first three of the night, gives himself 4, knotted up 53, 12:35 to play. Daniels underhand feed to Mitchell, spinning away from Zimmerman. His shot blocked by Nashawn Brown. Zimmerman able to save it, and the Bison will take over. Nashawn Brown driving inside, has it stripped away from him by DeVito. Riggs will regather, and the Bison will get a fresh 20. Point three for McGee, perfect! Jules McGee does it again, gives himself 7, and it sends Hummel Fieldhouse into an absolute frenzy. Bison ahead, 56-53. Feed inside to Mitchell, down low to Agbale. His shot blocked, but play stopped due to a foul down inside. That foul going against Nashawn Brown, that's his second. It'll send Agbale to the free throw line for the first time tonight. So far on the season, Agbale shooting 69.2%, 18 of 26. First shot up for Agbale, short off the front rim. So we see Michael Bigley and Isaiah Langston check back into the game for W&J. Klimchak and Uphold back in for the Bison. The three ball has been working for Bethany here in this one as of late. They're up to 43.5% on the game from outside the arc. Second chance for Agbale, and he's perfect. Gives himself 3, but W&J still trailing by 2. Nashawn Brown inbounding to Uphold, barely able to keep it in his hands. Scramble for it now in the backcourt. That'll deflect off of Nashawn Brown on the near side, much to the frustration of the crowd and the Bethany bench. Jules McGee trying to plead his case to our referee, Jeff Visicki. Mazza on the near side, looking for an option, will feed it inside to Langston. Bigley at the left wing, back out to the point for Mazza. 3 short off the front rim, saved by Mitchell before trailing out of play. He'll feed inside to Agbale. Agbale will draw a foul, but not before he scores the field goal and heads to the line for the and one. The field goal knots it up at 56 apiece. The and one could potentially give W&J the lead once again. That foul against Julian McGee, that's his first. Agbale 1 for 2 in his first trip just a few moments ago. Shot up for Agbale, perfect. Gives himself 6. And now the Bison turning to a full timeout in order to regroup with 11:37 to play in regulation. Take a look at some other scores from around the conference in this full timeout. Have 2 other matchups taking place here tonight. Of course, used to the fact that the men's side tip off at 7:30. Franciscan and Chatham, along with Teal and Waynesburg, not scheduled until 7:30 to begin their matchups. So 2 that could potentially impact the standings. Of course, Chatham atop the PAC, watching this one as you could imagine. Of course, Waynesburg and Teal more towards the middle portion of the standings here in the President's Athletic Conference. So no scores to report due to the fact that the games haven't tipped off yet, but certainly no Chatham is going to be looking at this one. Of course, W&J and Chatham play at Chatham Wednesday night. 7:30 tip-off there in Pittsburgh, PA. A game that could potentially have seeding implications based upon the result here tonight, and also the game for Chatham against Franciscan before W&J finishes out the season Saturday at home against Grove City. Cross-court feed into the hands of Klimchak gets the Bison out of trouble in terms of the 10-second violation. It's Klimchak at the right wing, getting the pick from Zimmerman, now driving inside. Klimchak to the basket, his shot too strong, brought down by Mitchell. Kyron Mitchell quickly going the opposite way, going coast to coast. Mitchell shot short off the glass. President's bench appealing for a foul, but Officiating crew letting him play on right wing 3 for Klimchak. Too strong off the rim, brought down by Mazza. Now Kyron Mitchell will push it forward again on the near side, lay it back to Mazza, long 3 from the right wing, and Mazza drills it, gives himself 12. W&J up by 4. It's a 2-score game with 10:46 to play. President's continuing to run a full court press, giving the Bison limited options. Uphold able to grab it in front of his own bench. And now Klimchak will slow things down. Klimchak thought about the step back jumper, instead lays it off to DJ White with the shot clock down to 8 for the Bison. White finding the hands of Uphold, shot clock down to 4, long 3 for DJ White, off the rim, brought down by Langston. Pushed over the timeline by Bigley, finding Mitchell, feeds into Agballet, working against Zimmerman in the post, his shot short, second attempt grabbed by Agballet, and he'll draw a foul, head to the line for 2. Julian McGee, the guilty party that time for the Bison, that's his second. Agballet, 6 points on the night, including 2 from the charity stripe. 2 for 3 for him so far there in this one. First shot up off the front rim and out. Klimchak trying to appeal to our referee Jeff Vasicki. Now Brendan Riggs re-entering the game for the Bison. Second attempt for Agballet, rolls around and falls through. Gives Agballet 7 as Gearhart will check back in for him now. Bethany trailing by 5 with 10:06 to play in regulation. The Bison have come back from a much larger deficit than this in the first half. We'll look to do the same using the momentum of this crowd. Riggs operating at the point, finding McGee left wing. Zimmerman looking for an option, shot clock down to 8 for the Bison. As DJ White calls out the play as White will drive inside, kick it out to McGee, right corner 3. That's off the rim, scramble for it. Riggs almost had it, knocked into the hands of Gearhart, and Gearhart will take that one to the basket himself. Gives him 19 points. W&J ahead by 7 with 9:25 to play. McGee almost having it stripped away, now finally does. Gearhart, rather that was Mitchell, will kick it out to Mazza at the right wing. Mazza 15 points, and now the Bison absolutely rattled. Coach Worrell calling a full timeout here with 9:16 to play. In a matter of 3 possessions, the Bison went from trailing by 5 to trailing by 10, as they have just not gotten things to go their way in terms of ball security. See Coach Worrell going to the drawing board, looking to mount a comeback here for the Bison. As for Coach Stuart Smith, leaving the drawing board on the floor, just talking things over with his side. We see Coach Brandon Staley actually with that drawing board, talking things over with Caden DeVito in a little one-on-one meeting. .9:16 to play here in regulation. After this, it'll be the women's action as they host Geneva. Very rare split doubleheader here in the PAC as games continue to be made up. However, Wednesday and Saturday, both the men's and women's teams back on the regular schedule of a classic doubleheader. Travel to Waynesburg Wednesday night and ultimately host Westminster in the final regular season contests Saturday afternoon. Scramble for it as DJ White just broke the press. Uphold getting it over the timeline and now knocked away from Uphold off the hands of Bigley. As the President certainly bringing the pressure out of the full timeout. DJ White inbounding to Klimchak. Less than 9 to play in regulation as Klimchak gets the pick there from Zimmerman. And now Gearhart Rather, that's Langston will be called with the foul. That's his third. White inbounding to Klimchak. And the Bison will look to do it all over again. Klimchak now getting the double pick this time from Zimmerman and Riggs. He looks to spin away from Mazza. Kicked out to Riggs. Left wing three. Perfect! Riggs doubles his point tally. Gives himself 6. The Bison trail by 7. 8:36 to play. Bigley showing off some skill at the point. Drive inside goes Mitchell. Langston layup off the glass. Gets it to go. 8 points for the sophomore out of Coriopolis. Full court press for the Presidents. DJ White will get it into the hands of Klimchak, has it knocked away, and it's a backcourt violation against the Bison. Klimchak trying to plead his case that it deflected off of W&J. Nashawn Brown will check in for Bethany. Okikiola Agbale along with Caden DeVito checking in for the Presidents. DeVito inbounding that one to Gearhart. Feed onto the baseline to Agbale, working against Zimmerman in the post. Agbale gets the shot up. Strong defense from Zimmerman, but Agbale using his size to his advantage. W&J ahead by 11 with 8 minutes to play. Nashawn Brown lays it off to Riggs, left wing three. At short, off the glass, scramble for it in the paint. Finally picked up by DeVito. And now Caden DeVito going to slow it down. Dirk Daniel set to check in. Next time play blown dead. Agbale working inside again. Agbale will draw a foul one more time. He'll head to the line for 2. That foul will go against Zimmerman. That's his third. And now our referee, Jeff Visicki, stopping play to talk to DJ White, Okikiola Agbale before his attempts. DJ White trying to get into Agbale's head. First attempt perfect. Puts Agbale in double digits. Daniels checking in for Langston. Second attempt up for Agbale, in and out. Scramble for it, brought down by Nashawn Brown. DJ White pushing it forward on the far side. DJ White driving into the basket. Jumper for White, perfect. He's into double digits. Bethany trailing by 10, 7:23 to play. Gearhart feeding into a wide open Agbale. His shot blocked by DJ White. And now DJ White able to draw a foul. Bison will be inbounding on the baseline. Klimchak will get it to Riggs. Bison dealing with the press, able to break it. Zimmerman spinning inside, able to weave through the traffic. Put back attempt. Zimmerman will draw a foul, head to the line for 2. And now Agbale called for a technical. Much to the frustration of the President's bench. Was called for the last foul against the Presidents. Jeff Visicki talking things over to Ethan Stewart-Smith. Riggs will get his opportunity to shoot 2 uncontested. His first trip to the free throw line in this one. Perfect on attempt number 1. Riggs came into this contest shooting 7 of 12. Makes it 8 for 13. Second attempt up for Riggs is good. And with that technical foul, Ag Ballet up to 4 fouls. And now after Riggs shot his 2, Travis Zimmerman will get the opportunity to shoot his 2. Of course, Zimmerman's first trip to the free throw line in this one as well. Shooting just under 53%. First shot up for Zimmerman, short off the front rim. Zimmerman looking for this consolation prize, gets it to fall, gives himself 3. The Bison back within 7 with 7 to play. Don't go away, folks. This is a game that is not over yet here on Valentine's Day. Gearhart working at the right wing, driving inside against Nishan Brown. His shot short, put back attempt, perfect. Gearhart with 21, and now a full timeout called by the Presidents. Coach Stuart Smith talking things over with the officiating crew. His squad thought they were supposed to follow him out to the court, but instead making their way back to the bench to talk things over with Evan Benor and Brandon Staley. Coach Worrell at the drawing board. Coach Staley with the drawing board in hand as well. 9-point advantage for W&J. 6:46 to play, a game that has a lot of meaning in terms of PAC standings. Of course, the Bison looking to, at the very least, host that play-in game next Monday. A win would certainly put them in a prime spot to do that. Of course, pending the results Wednesday and Saturday against Waynesburg and Westminster, respectively. W&J looking to hold on and keep their standing, and then watch Franciscan and Chatham on the way back to campus, hoping for a Cougars loss regardless, but would be more so hoping for one with a win here. Riggs will inbound to Zimmerman. Moving along the baseline was Riggs. 6:38 to play. DJ White getting the double pick again from Zimmerman and Riggs. Bison working the ball around the three-point arc. Nishan Brown just inside the perimeter. Step back jumper for Nishan Brown. Short off the front rim. Tipped up into the air. Scramble for it. Kyron Mitchell able to save it. Now DeVito brings it over into the front court for W&J. Feed into the hands of Mazza. Right corner 3 for Mazza, perfect. 18 points for J.R. Mazza, all 18 from outside the arc as he has hit 6 threes in this contest. 6 to play, Bison trail by 12. White looking for an option. Cross-court feed, his pass tipped and intercepted by DeVito. And now scramble for it there on the near side. That foul going against Brendan Riggs. That'll be his 3rd. And it'll send DeVito to the line for 2 shots. The President's now in the double bonus. DeVito's first trip to the line in this one. First attempt off the back iron, came into this contest shooting 73.1, 19 of 26. Now make it 19 of 27 as he looks for a consolation prize. Second one in and out, scramble for it along the baseline, tipped by Nishan Brown, but a stoppage in play as Nishan Brown was ruled out of bounds. Jeff Visicki, our referee, right there making the call. Some groans from the Bison faithful, loud and proud. As Gearhart deals with some pressure from Klimchak. 5:35 to play. Daniels at the left wing, feeding it inside to Gearhart. Shot clock down to 5 now for W&J. Cross court feed to Mazza. Right corner 3, that's off the mark. Back iron, brought down by Riggs. And now the Bison will quickly push it forward, trailing by 12. DJ White trying to drive inside, has it knocked away from him. Kyron Mitchell will quickly pick it up, heave that one forward into the hands of Caden DeVito. That'll give himself 4. Rather, that was Dirk Daniels giving him 4. And now a scramble for it near midcourt. Foul going against Jared Mazza, that's his second. It'll send Nashawn Brown to the line now for a 1-and-1. Nashawn Brown getting his first chance at the charity stripe so far in this contest, 6 for 12 on the season. First shot up, perfect. That'll give Brown 3 points. We'll look to complete the double with 5:03 to play. Second shot for Brown, off the rim and out, brought down by Mitchell. Presidents not in time kill mode yet. They feed that one inside. Mitchell working in the paint. Strong defense from the Bison, kicked out to Mazza, right corner 3, perfect again. 7 threes for J.R. Mazza, gives himself 21, ties Nick Gearhart for the team lead. And the Presidents ahead by 16 as Riggs' long pass intercepted by Gearhart. And now DJ White stripping it away from Gearhart. Zimmerman to the basket. Nice dunk for Travis Zimmerman. Gives himself 5. Mitchell over the timeline, feeding it to Mazza. Thought about a right corner 3, now moves to the right wing 3. His shot short, brought down by Mitchell. Mitchell working in the low post, scramble for it. And now things continuing to escalate here after the play. And now it's going to take all 3 members of the officiating crew to sort this one out. The sides are being urged to stay away from each other. Asa Klimchuk definitely will be a part of this. He's called for a technical. That's his first foul, but also now halfway towards ejection. At 4:13 to play, very heated. They're down along the baseline. It started with toss-up. Thought originally it was just going to be a jump ball. And then ultimately things continued to escalate as both sides tried to rip the basketball away from the other. We'll see Michael Bigley check into the game when this one resumes. It's our referee, Jeff Visicki, talking this one over with our umpire, too, Anthony Ovial, as they continue to try and sort this situation out. A game that has been relatively clean so far in terms of situations like this. Of course, both teams dealing with fouls, but typical for any sort of basketball contest, nothing like this. Bison were trying to gain some extra shots, but not before our umpire 1 in this one, Josh White, grabbed the ball and decided to hold on to it until play resumes. The only consolation about this long stoppage in play is that it gives both teams an opportunity to calm themselves down. As our umpire 1 and referee, umpire 2 rather, and referee make their way to the score table to try and sort this mess out. It's Jeff Visicki reporting it to official scorekeeper and head baseball coach Justin Thomas. Visicki pointing out to both benches that one of them would be making their way over to each bench to ultimately issue final ruling. And as soon as we get word up here of what this is going to be sorted out as, be sure to let you know. Of course, coming up after this, women's basketball action, the Bison hosting Geneva in what will be a thrilling contest. The Bison dropped it in the reverse fixture at Geneva, looking to force a season split. And now the coaches are being called in towards center court. Situation all sorted out. Both coaches getting word as it'll be a technical foul against Caden DeVito, along with the Asa Klimchuk technical foul that we had known about. Kyron Mitchell getting to shoot 2 here for W&J. Seven for 10 is Mitchell so far in this one. Coach Worrell looking to get some last bit of words in. Rather than 2 shots for Mitchell will be contested. First attempt for Mitchell rolls around and out, so he'll get this second attempt, looking for a consolation prize already with 11 points for him so far. Second attempt is perfect. Mitchell with 12, and now Isaiah Langston checking in for Mitchell. Presidents ahead by 15 with 4:13 to play. Bison get the inbound in, pass from Riggs, tipped into the hands of Langston. Gearhart driving into the paint. Shot off the rim and through for Gearhart. Gives himself 23. DJ White spinning away on the near side. Trent Uphold will draw a foul, but not before he scores the field goal and heads to the line for an and one. Fouls against Bigley, that's his first. Uphold going to the line here for will be his 4th free throw attempt of the contest. Shot for Uphold short off the front rim, brought down by Daniels. Now Zimmerman able to force a block. Klimchuk slipping and now just throwing it off the hands of Bigley. Bigley driving inside. Right hand layup off the glass, brought down by Riggs, and now the Bison 3-on-0 in transition, laying it to Zimmerman. Zimmerman with the behind the back dunk. Travis Zimmerman showing off some skill there to give himself 7 points. The Bison within 13. 3:25 to play in regulation. The Bison showing strong defense well outside the perimeter, trying to force as many turnovers as they can, and now Travis Zimmerman will be called for a foul against Bigley. That'll be Zimmerman's 4th. And it'll send Bigley to the line for 2. Of course, both sides in the double bonus at this point. Bigley has been blanked in the scorebook prior to this. First shot up for Bigley, perfect. Bigley coming into this contest on the season 53.4% at the free throw line. Jeff Vasicki, a referee. Quick word with Zimmerman and a pat on the shoulder. Second shot up for Bigley, short off the front rim. Now a scramble for it, brought down by Langston, feeding it into Gearhart. Underhand feed into the hands of Daniels. Now the Presidents continue to work it around with 3:07 to play. Gearhart stripped away by DJ White. Zimmerman was looking to quickly get it forward as DJ White did the tip and go. But a block there from the Presidents, able to slow it down. And now Riggs will inbound on the near side. Riggs looking for an option. His pass intercepted by Langston. Hard contact inside. Layup off the mark there for J.R. Mazza. He'll head to the line for 2. Foul against DJ White. That's his third. Mazza, his first trip to the free throw line in this one. Just under 78% shooting for him on the season as that attempt to flex off the back iron. Logan Wright into the game for Brendan Riggs. And now Mazza, product of University High School, sinks attempt number 2. Gives himself 22 points. Presidents ahead by 15. Logan Wright running out of time, gets the inbound to Klimchuk. Spins himself through traffic, lays it out to Uphold. Thought about a left wing 3, instead tries to go back to right. His pass intercepted by Langston. And now Langston on the near side getting it to Mazza, right corner 3, perfect. J.R. Mazza continuing to have himself a day from 3. Now DJ White getting it over the timeline, cross court feed to Klimchuk, long 3, short off the glass, scramble for it, brought down by Langston, quick push forward to J.R. Mazza. Mazza shot off the glass and through, 27 for J.R. Mazza. And now W&J ahead by 20. As Mazza will be called for the foul, it'll be his third. It'll send DJ White to the line for 2. Beckett Connolly set the check in for the Presidents at the next stoppage, along with Alexander Skowron and Jacob Davenport. DJ White 0 for 2 so far at the free throw line in this one. 10 points on the night. First shot short. And now with that stoppage, Skowron, Connolly, and Davenport checking into the game for Mazza, Gearhart, and Langston. DJ White looking for an opportunity to get himself 11 points with the second attempt. Does exactly that. 2:16 to play. The Bison trailing by 19 as Klimchuk almost knocked the pass away and caused the turnover. Drive inside for Caden DeVito. Rather, that was Dirk Daniels, gives himself 6. DJ White, his shot off the glass and through. 2 more for DJ White. He has 13. Bison turning to a 3-2 full court press. Bigley getting it into the hands of Skowron. Turnaround jumper off the front rim. Skowron bringing it down himself, now trying to get it to Daniels. He'll find it and circle back outside the 3-point arc. Bigley trying to feed it into Skowron behind the back. His pass blocked. Klimchuk's pass for Zimmerman too long. Couldn't get it, and W&J will get the ball right back. Beg your pardon, that last field goal going in to the hands of Beckett Connolly. Those are his first 2 points. So we will see Logo Zervos check in at the next stoppage. Drive inside, go the Presidents. Now the Bison going back the other way. That was Daniels with that drive, taking a hard fall. Klimchuk going to the basket. He'll draw a foul and head to the line for 2. Foul going against Davenport. That's his first. First shot up for Klimchuk off the back iron and out. 1 for 3 so far for Klimchuk in this one as the Bison make a trio of substitutions. Hunter Davis back in, Augustine Navarra, Jake Sanders into the game for the first time. Second attempt for Klimchok, in and out scramble for a brought down by Daniels, as the Presidents lead by 19 with 62 seconds to play. Bison will fall to 2-16 overall, 2-11 in the conference. As for the Presidents, improving to 19-4. There's a three from the left corner for Davenport, getting himself on the board. Presidents improving to 14-2 in conference play. And now we'll look to see if Franciscan can knock off Chatham coming up here shortly. Davis trying to lay it into the hands of Klimchok, will send it into the score table. Some strong defense there from Dirk Daniels. Navira working with the ball on the near side, getting the pick from Davis. Navira, Hail Mary attempt, didn't get his feet set, short. And now just a matter of tenths of a second difference between game clock and shot clock. The shot clock will be turned off. Navira was playing strong defense, but the Bison, not wanting to commit any more fouls, will just let this final 10 seconds run off. Your final score will be 96-74 in favor of the visiting Presidents. A game in which the Bison held their own for much of it, trailed by 3 at the half, 40-37. Just could not continue to keep pace with the Presidents, trailing 56-37 in the second 20 that ultimately made the difference in favor of the visitors. Take a look at some final stats here for both sides. Leading the way for W&J, of course, J.R. Mazza, 27 points, 9 of 19 from the field, including 8 three-pointers sunk. Also tacked on an extra point at the charity stripe. Right behind him, Nick Gearhart, 21 points, 9 of 20 from the field, 3 of 9 for deep. And then turn things over to the Bison for the next two leading scorers. Asa Klimchok with 18, 5 threes for Klimchok, including also 6 for 18 for him from the field. DJ White, 13 points, 1 point at the free throw line, 6 of 9 from the field. In terms of rebounds offensively, W&J outperforming Bethany in that category, 14-4. Strong significance there for W&J. Defensively, Presidents with a slight edge, but only by 4. In terms of shooting, W&J 43.8 from the field, 38.7 from 3, and 53.8 at the free throw line. Bethany an impressive 42.9 from the field, 37.9 for 3, and 45 at the free throw line. Of course, that continuing to haunt the Bison even into the second half. 20 turnovers also making a difference for Bethany compared to just 12 for W&J, as the Presidents took advantage of that with 46 points in the paint, 29 fast break points, and 27 bench points, compared to just 32 in the paint for Bethany, 28 on the fast break, and 17 bench points. Once again, your final score in this contest, W&J defeating Bethany 96-74. Of course, we had that one short moment where things started to get a little bit sketchy in terms of some physical altercations, but as is possible. We'll step aside here on the Bethany Broadcasting Network, and when we come back here in about 20 minutes, it'll be